Hi, hello, namaste. This is Prashant. Today I'm talking about center-state relations, a topic. It's very important topic. So before we are going to start the topic, why center-state relations very important, and why federal nature of the Indian Constitution is very important for the legislative and administrative and financial relations. But today I'm discuss only on the legislative relations. The constitutions of India, being a federal in structure, divides all powers between legislative, executive, and judiciary and center-state relations. However, there is a no division power between the judicial system because it's the integrated judicial system. So we have the center and state laws with the obey. That is an Article 32. It is in Supreme Court, and Article 226 is the High Court of their own state. Afterwards, what do you mean of the legislature means what? You have to come on the point. The legislature is the organ of the government which formulates the laws. Legislative enjoy very important, special. Every democratic state assembly is elected as the representative. They make the law. So that is the legislative. That is the making of the law body. How to impact on the society. That is the most. Then okay, the legislature will be making of the law. Law means how we can be defined in our own way. Before starting the topic, law means a rule of conduct, the action. That is a nation, that's a group of people, their custom, their traditions, whatever it will be. There's some factual data, they have to rituals, they follow their own customs, whatever it will be. But today we're talking on the law means the constitution. The constitution is the supreme. There is a rule of law. No one above the law means law. It is an impact on the civil society. Means the society, the people must follow these rules and regulations for their purpose, not the necessary. It is a uniformity of the form of the government. So today we are discussing on the legislative relations. Legislative relations is the most important topics. Once again, I'll be qualified these words because we have to before we'll be starting that is in legislative relations. The Indian Constitution directly mention that Article 245 to 259 and Part 11 deals with a different aspect of the legislative relations between the center and state, because center is the higher body and state is the lower body, and that is a union body. The union body, the make the some laws, the aspects, they will be state must follow their rules and regulations. Same thing, there are the four aspects. What are the four aspects we have to today we discuss on there? The territorial extent of central and state relations. Afterwards I'll be come out on the single slide, but this is this the legislative article relations. They mention the four aspects that is the most important. Thereafter the derivatives will come. Okay, territorial extent of the central and state relations, and second one will be the distribution of legislative subjects, and third one is the parliamentary legislation in the state field, and fourth one is the center control over state legislation. Okay, so how can it be we are will be discuss on this topic means the first we are will be going on only for first territorial extent of the center state relations. Here will be I'll be just I'll be summarizing that topic, the law how it's making the same thing. Here will be the law making body, the law making, the parliamentary law making, and state legislation and parliament may law on the extraterritorial. I'll discuss on this law making body. How the parliament, the law making body, the parliament can make a law on any part of the state or any part of the territory, including means substantially time we have a increasing the states or union territories, they all will be under on the parliament, they make on the laws. And second, then state legislature can make a law for the whole or any part of the state. These laws made by the state legislature itself. There is a sufficient access between the central state, because sometime the border will be dispute will come, then the state they can make the law, but the whatever will be the parliament will be the most prevalent at this time. And parliamentary make a law on the extraterritorial legislature means if you have to first to discuss think about that what is the extraterritorial. Extraterritorial means it is a part, it is out of the India, means we have the some property, that property will be in the abroad, that's in some other country. There also the Indian law will be take care. That is the extraterritorial, that is the will come on the after, it is a doctrine of nexus between the laws making body, how it is the impact will be more, means the law it is upheld and prevail is the most two terms of the words, because when the lawmaking will start, the parliament will be the whole part and state will be their boundary, and some extraterritorial, because some person, because we have some property, those who are the NRI will be he stay in USA and he make some house or some any property, then he can keep there also in our Indian government they will be take care. That is an extraterritorial, means some part of how to, because he is the NR is the non-resident of India, but he is the citizens of in India, then they will be take care of the Indian government everything. And some exceptions will become the parliament can make a regulation for 4 union territories, means Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, because their progress and peace and good governance. How to help a farm? Because Union territories will directly control on the central government with the home ministry will be take care. Then the second exception is that governor is empowered to direct act to the parliament. But somewhere in the scheduled area, the governor will be not to be touched on that one, because here will be some autonomous bodies will be enter. Autonomous body means that is their own rule, means they can keep their themselves, means they can, because they have their some structure, they never come out and they never come inside, means they're restricted, means that only the schedule area they kept on the governor, they can't be entered. Example, governor of Assam doesn't apply for the tribal area, because the directly the parliament, means the president directly enter. Example, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, these states the directly parliamentary can make on the laws, because they only do these things. Okay. After second one, distribution of the legislative subject. Distribute of a legislative subject means that here will be the union government and state government, and third one is the concurrent list, and fourth one is the residual. Residual will be never important, because in nowadays most of times we are come on the only for the union government, union list and state list and concurrent list. So we have around in a union list we have 100 subject, originally we have the 97, and state government we have the 66, and originally we have the 61, and concurrent list in both, and 42nd amendment will come, and then only add some form of the subject list. Okay. Then here the parliament has exclusive power to make with the respect of any of the matter enumerated in the union list. The union can make a law, means these subject defense, banking, currency, foreign affairs and communication, the exclusive power the parliament can make on the law. And the state list when it entered, the state have their own their exclusive power, that's a police, land order, law, agriculture and irrigations. After the concurrent list will give, both state and central government jointly make the laws, but central laws will be prevail, means that's a union law will be prevail. The education, forest, trade, marriage, adaptation and secession. Afterwards, the 42nd amendment weight measures they will add, but here will be always the concurrent list, the union law only be upheld, because we have the parliamentary form of the government and is a federal nature, and the parliament will be the most on the power. So that why the concurrent list will be the most prevail on that some time and some subject way of that, and some we have to come out the some residual list will become, there is in three lists we have left that some topics, and that law will become on that we have to legislation will be at some time. Okay. And we have to comparative study analyze, that is in USA and India. That is in US is the presidential form of the government, they have their only one side, that is in center, they can make the laws, no come under the state. But in India, union government and state government they have their own exclusive power and they can make the laws. And we have the comparative study analysis. We are follow the strong Canadian federal system, and Australia also same followed as like on the USA, because their presidential and their how they have to impact on their socio uniformity, means socio economically, that is a balancing, means the defense is the most important things in as an Indian systems, and how we are will be surviving on that thing. Banking is important, that is a economically socio economy and politically we are the balance, means that is in we have to the parliamentary form of the government with the union government that take care to the state government. The state government must obey the rules and regulations. Afterwards the concurrent list, these subject and residual list, they are not the, essentially we are not making the laws, but some uniformity we have to follow the rules. So that's why the Indian constitution that directly mention the distribute of legislative subject, means article 246. Article 246. You can easily remember. One is the union government, second is the state government, and third one is the concurrent list. 1, 2, 3 into 2 means 246. The 246, these subjects will be directly add on that. Okay. And third slide, we have to come, and third point, the parliamentary legislation in the state field, means here will be the most important, because the parliament legislation why the state field entered. There some subject I'll be come on the one by one slide. Rajya Sabha pass a resolution, national emergency, state makes a request to implement international agreement, and during the president rule. So parliamentary legislation in the state field, how it is an impact, we have to discuss on that. That's the most important thing. So uh one sec.